All right, so I think we can start. The recording is on. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're doing fine. So let me go on and present the screen. I hope you'll be able to see the screen. Can you see the screen? Let me confirm. Amazing. So, welcome to today's career challenge. This is week 11, and of course, it's so exciting because we are about to wrap up our training, our cohort. So, yes, this week and then the next week, and it will be graduation. I'm so much excited, as I also think you guys are excited. So today we're going to be talking about LinkedIn profile optimization. Like before we end up or before we finish our training program, I would love if we can also work on our LinkedIn so that we can be able to finish the program with all details, with all and everything worked on. So without further ado, let's just go on. If you say LinkedIn, what do you understand by LinkedIn? What's LinkedIn per se? What kind of a social media, or is it like what kind of a platform is it? So LinkedIn is the world's largest online professional network platform, and actually for now, currently, it's a platform that hosts the profiles of more than 1 million users in more than 200 countries and territories worldwide, and it serves as a recruiting tool for employers, but also serves as a job tool for users. So it serves two audience, as we can say. There's users or employers who use LinkedIn as a recruiting tool, but also other users, they use it as a job tool for other people. So that's basically what's LinkedIn. It's kind of a professional, if I would say, maybe social media or professional platform where people connect professionally, uh, seek jobs, and give jobs. So why LinkedIn? Why do we need to have LinkedIn per se? Why do you have to work on your LinkedIn? What's the importance? So your LinkedIn profile is an important part of your job search process. Uh, it's a key platform for applications, but also a key platform for employers review and a key platform for professional networking opportunities. So that's basically why LinkedIn. But also, your LinkedIn must be at least authentic, attract the attention to the right people, and it have to be accurate and consistent with your CV and portfolio as well. So the last careers we had portfolio, working on our portfolio. I've been working on the gradings and everything, but most of people submitted wrong submissions. Like I've been giving you feedbacks on how you can um, work on your portfolio. I think right away after the session, you can check. I'm done with grading and feedback so that you can rework on it because your portfolio is really, really important. So your LinkedIn must be accurate and consistent with your CV portfolio, and it should also be easy for machine-led system to review and collect information. As you know, for now, currently we have a lot of establishment, AI established. We have a lot of like systems. So most HRs or most recruiters, they use some different systems to review or proofread or even do selection when it comes to application. So your LinkedIn should be easy for machine-led systems to be able to pass that stage. Maybe in case you have applied, or maybe anything. Maybe you applied for a project or a job. You just have to expect that your LinkedIn should go or we go through a machine-led system, so it should be easy, and then it should also be current, like I mean updated, but also have all sections complete and well proofread. So we're gonna see the sections, like how your LinkedIn should be, and what sections more important, what shouldn't be missing, and what you should have exactly. So going forward. This is how this is one part of your LinkedIn, or this is what we should have on a LinkedIn. So there's this part called get started or top matter. The top matter have a professional picture, name as on your CV, ideal headline, which is more job title, value proposition tools you use. Then it should also have, this is optional, it should also have, if you do not have any prior experience, add words like aspiring to or seeking for anything if you don't have experience. But also check other boxes, locations, and contacts. So this is an example, if you can see on your screen, this is an example of one part, this getting started part of the top matter part. This is Abel Bekele, a generative AI engineer. You can see the email here. This is a wallpaper. Then the profile, well, like a profession, the profile picture should be a professional one. The name, then you can see generative AI engineer, like every description and where the person is working or the person is studying. So you can see job leads, 10 Academy, and bra. So going forward, another important part, we have about. The about, you have to ensure that it includes at least the 50 words summary. You have to summarize, like, who are you, what is about you, in only 50 words. Details about skills, platforms, tools you are proficient with. Then consider using active voice and ensure proper use of tense. Uh, Ensure that it's grammatically accuracy, like there's no grammatical errors and everything, and then that will be it. So this is very important part when it comes to about on your LinkedIn. You should, like, sell yourself. This is about branding yourself. What are you able to do? Who are you, basically? Yeah. Going forward, there's also another part, which is experience. For experience, you have to ensure that it's consistent with your CV. Have at least 3 roles and relevant work experience. When it comes to this part of experience, you also have to ensure that at least can list completely employment history, including any freelance, volunteer, and the other experiences, but also presented in the form of an overview that adheres to Boko's rule. Achieved X as measured by Y, or Y by doing Z. I don't know if you understand this. Uh, your experience should be presented in the form of an overview that adheres to Boko's rule. The Boko's rule says, like, achieved X as measured by Y by Z, by doing Z. That's the way. We can take a look into the example here. The experience, this one was junior MLOPs and the automation engineer. It was remote. This is the bullet points, and here is the skills and everything. So going forward again, another part, of course, education. You shouldn't also miss the education part on your LinkedIn. This is also very important. And with this part, you have to ensure consistent with your CV. The names, dates should be included. The GPA, this is optional. You also have to add skills gained in relevant. Then for here, you have to enable show school in my intro button for 10 Academy education to appear at the top of your profile. This is what I mean. You can see here, if you can see my cursor here, for you to be able to allow this to appear on your profile, you have to allow, or you have to enable show school in my intro within the settings. Yeah. So this is about dedication. Going forward, when it comes to project, this is also another very important part on your LinkedIn. When it comes to project, you have to ensure it's clear and concise title for each project. Describe each project, detailing the problems you addressed, then the models and algorithm you developed, and the results of your work. One more point here: list the key skills, tools you employed during the project, but also add a link to the project page. This link should be at least clickable, able to access. So if you can see an example here of a project, is a project contract advisory LRG system, LRG system for contract Q&A, integrated LLMs and external data, checking an index contract for precise retrieval. So you can see how this person, the example, our example here, they outlined everything. Another point, of course, here, this is a disclaimer. As you start creating or editing your experience and education, please turn off your notification until you are ready to launch, or your connection will be notified about every little changes you make. So you should turn off the notification part so that at least when you're editing, when you're working on your LinkedIn, or if you're creating, your network shouldn't be communicated with each and every part. Then maybe if you want to communicate them later, you can turn it on, but you should turn this off as you're working or editing your LinkedIn. Going forward, there's also other parts, other important information. Get verified. Remember to include your recognitions and awards if you have one, and it makes a more well-rounded profile and bolster your credibility. So incorporate a verified certification section, request recommendation, take a skill assessment. There's a lot of skill assessment on LinkedIn, like in yeah. So going forward, then add links to relevant sites like blogs or online portfolios. Then grow your network, connect with people in your industry or target company. So with LinkedIn, you can connect with anyone. You can start with people who have been in 10 academic experience. You can connect with people with machine learning, everyone. So make sure you connect a lot of people. Request for recommendations from people you know, from people you have worked with, from people you have engaged with, so that they can recommend you, which is more good. So let's take a look on the challenge, on the career challenge document. But before we go to the career challenge document, let me see if there's any question. Do you have any question before we go further to the career challenge document? Amazing. I think maybe there's no question. So let's dive right away in the career challenge document. Let's see what's the exercises that we have, what do we have to do, and on. This is program 3. Amazing. So here is our careers challenge document for LinkedIn profile optimization week 11. The due date, of course, is 4th Tuesday, March. That's next week. Introduction. So I'm going to read this one for you to understand why do we have this? Why do we have this challenge so far? And then I will go on to the exercise. Okay, so having a professional LinkedIn profile is an essential part of job searching. Your LinkedIn profile allows potential employers and recruiters to get a wider look at you, at who you are and your work experience. It is often difficult to fit all your work experience, education, and the other achievements that you are proud of into a two-page CV or resume. And having a well-rounded LinkedIn profile will allow you to provide more information about who you are as a person. Check out the careers manual for more details. You can check the careers manual here. This link will be accessible. So as a disclaimer, while it is okay for you to provide some personal details such as your personal and professional goals, your interest, and any courses outside your field of study that you might have completed, we and your future employers, we will still expect a professional profile. This means that you should still clear or providing your personal opinions and convictions, political current events. So going forward, professional LinkedIn profile checklist, you can use the careers flow extension on or follow the checklist in order to perfect you by creating a new or editing your current LinkedIn profile. Please ensure all the following is covered in your LinkedIn profile: name, headline, uh, the banner, the profile photo, the link to your portfolio, the website, the address, and the contact information. And your LinkedIn must be accurate, consistent with your CV, GitHub, and 10 Academy profile. the one that you have been working on. Then have all sections complete, easy for machine-led system to review and collect information, as we've seen in the tutorial. Magnetic, attract the attention of the right people. Authentic, it is quiet and wise to make your profile lead like that of a senior leaders when it is reality, when in reality you don't have that much experience yet. So it should also be compelling. The end goal of any fantastic profile is to get the attention of the proper people and get them to take some of sort of action. So that's the overall goal for having a very well rounded profile, rounded LinkedIn profile. So you should be at least compelling, and then the end goal should be at least having attention, or the profile is to get the attention to the proper people. If maybe you're seeking for jobs, of course, to get attention to employers. If you're seeking maybe for more connections, of course, getting people that you need. Going forward here, it should be current. Having an outdated profile simply means you are telling people, I just don't care. So you should work on your CV. I mean, your LinkedIn profile anytime you get maybe growth, anytime you get maybe new skills, anytime you get new project working on, anytime you get new experience, you should always update your CV. I mean, your LinkedIn profile. So if you don't update on another part, we see it as you don't really care about your personal brand. So another point here, it should be well prepared. Misspelled word or improper formatting will ruin even the best profile. So if you put in a lot of effort to make the profile engaging and relevant, it's only fair that you put in a little extra effort to make sure the layout is gorgeous and there are no embarrassing spelling issues. So you should always make sure there's no spelling issues or grammatical errors, and you should consider maybe giving to any of your friend, your mentor, your manager, who you really trust to proofread your LinkedIn. So detailed guidelines upgrade your LinkedIn profile to reflect your personal brand and professional strength. Signing up for LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn, this is the link and the guideline to signing up for LinkedIn. So you can visit, check the join on everything. You can just follow up this guiding for you to have your LinkedIn profile. So there's profile picture or profile photo and banner. There's the headline. Go beyond your job title by showcasing key skills and what you offer. Examples like data analysis, driving insight through data-driven stages, and more examples. So we have also professional summary about section. This is only 50 words. There's experience. We have seen what you have to put or what you don't have to forget in your experience. You have to focus on measurable achievements such as the XYZ format. I did X by doing Y, resulting in Z. That's the format. And when it comes to skills and endorsement, ensure your top skills align with your career's goals. For ask for and give endorsement. Recommendation. When it comes to recommendation part, get at least 3 to 5 recent recommendation from colleagues or supervisors to validate your skills. You can even get recommendation from your fellow trainees here. Maybe anyone who you've been in touch with, or anyone who you've been having maybe some touch points talking. They can also recommend you as long as they know you better. So there's also another part of education, and the certificate include formal education, relevant courses, and the certificate should appear at the top of the page, on the right side, next to your name and headline. Volunteer work and the project. Here you have to highlight transferable skills from volunteer or freelance work and link external project. When it comes to engagement, stay active by sharing content and engaging with your network to boost visibility and thought leadership. So our exercises like the submission and what to submit, this is where all lies. So what to submit here, take a screenshot of your LinkedIn profile, the top matter about education, experience, and other relevant section should be on separate slides. Submit your slide as a PDF on 10x. That's what you have to do. Just that. Then as a reference here, you can use the following LinkedIn profile for inspiration. We have different examples here if you want to also check on other people how they have tried. So we have different examples here. If you want a detailed work experience and the project, you can check Mubarak Hussein. If you want a professional tools mentioned in the title, there's Abraham Tesfaye, Henok Tilaye. Here you will see recent recommendations from past employers. If you want to see something like experience description in the XYZ format, as we said, well structured, you can check Lilian Asefa. Then when it comes to fully complete profile, meeting professional standard, you can check Abel Bekele. This is very important for you. You should check all these examples for you to work on your LinkedIn profile. So going forward, as we are wrapping up, additional recommendations, set a career objective in your summary, optimize for keywords, track your profile reviews, leverage LinkedIn Learning, and of course the marking rubrics, what we're going to be basing on by marking this exercise. By the end of this challenge, you should have an optimized LinkedIn profile that reflects your professional journey and future ambition. So your profile should meet the following criteria. This is the criteria we're going to base on while marking your exercise: profile photo and banner image setup, clear and engaging headline, well-written summary about section. This is the 50-word section. Detailed work experience using the XYZ format while applicable, if applicable to you. Skills certificate and endorsements updated. At least 2 recommendations from colleagues or supervisors. Projects and volunteer work if applicable to you. So this is it. And if you have any question or maybe anything you'd like me to shed more light on, you can raise a hand. Then I'll be ready to help. I will be ready and happy to help. There's a question from Amare Mekonon. Would you recommend as the 10 Academy training to include as an experience? I think 10 Academy should be included when on part of education, because it's a training program. So I think it's on part of education. Are we clear, Amare Mekonon? All right. Amazing. Do you have any question? Another question maybe before we wrap up? I guess no question. So as announcement, please go check your week 10. It's already graded. If there's any feedback for you, please work on the feedback, because you really need to have your portfolio designed well appealing and everything. So work on the feedback. If you don't have like let me check here for me to be sure if the grades are returned. I think in a few hours, but you can check. I think you'll be able to see the notification from my feedbacks. All right, thank you so much. Thank you for joining today's session. So I will stop recording, and that's it. In case you have any question later, you can always reach out to me on Slack or by email, emilia10academy.com. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.